Hi there, folks. Bucky Higgins. Today is the 22nd with your first. Hi there, folks. Bucky Higgins here, your weatherman on the 22nd. I like to check thermometers. I like to check thermometers. They can tell you if the temperature's hot. They can tell you if the temperature's hot or cold. So, you hang them outside, they'll tell you those things. Plus, they'll have... Plus, they'll have mercury in them. There's this king in England, he's in Egypt, I think he drank them. He died, there's poison. So, don't. But, that's the trick for today, thanks. Momenters. Hi there. Bucky Higgins here. Just wanted to come out here and tell y'all a bedtime story before it's time to go to bed. Have y'all heard the story about the two crickets? Once there was these two crickets, and then they went into the woods. And their whole purpose they was going to do that day was to build this tree house. So these two crickets worked real hard the night before to make a list of all the things that they needed, like shovels, rope, and some wood, and some string, and some ratchets. And so they made the list, and then they got up the next day, and they went into their dad's workstation, and they got all the tools out, and then they went into the woods. So, they got out there, and they was working hard, and actually they was making some good headway. They put some of the boards up, and they had the whole side of one side of the treehouse, and then they put some boards up, and they had the other side of the treehouse. And they could climb up there, they had a rope ladder. Plus they had this trap door that they could slide through to the very bottom. And these windows that latched on both sides. Plus a fire pole they had. So, and they were so proud of themselves at the end of the night. But darkness came quicker than they thought. They weren't able to pack up their things fast enough. So what did they do? They started to call out into the night. Hello? Can somebody tell us where to go? We're trying to come home. And then Mom, Dad, they yelled for their parents. And then all of a sudden they heard back. It was quiet. And they heard back. Come this way. No, they heard, woo. And they didn't know what it was. And so then they started going sort of toward it. And it got louder like this. Woo! And then they came up. There's this owl sitting on a tree branch. And then they were not afraid anymore. And plus they could see the light to the back of their parents' house. And they got there without even needing a map. They got home. And they ate spaghetti that night. It was really good. And so they had a tree house. They could go there anytime they wanted, especially on the weekends. Not as much Sunday nights, but Saturday nights they could stay as long as they wanted. Good night.